Hey guys, TI5 is almost upon us, and I wanted to give you a brief rundown of what's going to happen for the wild cards, what's going to happen for the group stages, and what's happening for the main event. So the main event is going to happen at Key Arena in Seattle, August 3rd through 8th. This will mostly be during US time, so unfortunate for everyone else who's not in the US. The prize pool as of July 17th is around 16.8 million. Valve has also released the prize information and the prize distribution for each of the winners. First place with a hefty sum of at least 6 million, and 13th through 16th also receiving a pretty penny at about 50,000 a piece. And SBX320 actually gave a rundown of the prize money percentages and how it differed from TI4. First place receives a little bit less, but the prize pool is bigger. Second place, third place, fourth place also, pretty large up there. 15.5, 12%, 8.5%. The biggest discrepancy is, I would say, 15th through 16th. Last year they received 0%, and 13th through 14th also get a little bit more, and 9th through 12th also get a lot more than they did before. So I think overall it's pretty good. A lot of these teams work all year just to work for TI. It's a little bit sad to see them walk away empty-handed, but nobody who's participating in this TI will be, except for the two wild card losers. The wild card is going to happen on July 26th, one day before the group stage. It is a four-team double elimination bracket, and top two teams advance to the group stage. Bottom two teams are eliminated. All matches are best of three, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. 5 BO3s in one day is unlikely going to not run concurrently, so I think at least 2 of the matches will be played at the same time, most likely these 2. So nothing too special about the wild card. Fairly similar to last year, except last year there was only one wild card team. This year there will be 2. Again, winners will advance to the main event as a 15th and 16th team, and the 2 losers will get a free trip to Seattle and get to watch the exciting group stage and main event. The group stage is a 4-day thing from Monday the 27th until the 30th. And it is very similar to TI3's format. If you're not familiar with TI3's format, it is much different than last year's. TI4 was a 16-team round robin best of 1, and this time is going to be a 2 group format with 8 teams each. I believe it's going to be randomly selected, but they will be revealed on July 22nd after the players arrive. Probably not fully randomized, but randomized to some extent. And teams will play each other in a best of 2. A 2-0 is 3 points. A draw is 1 point for each of the teams, and you get 0 points for a 0-2. So winning 2-0 is very, very, very important. And the top 4 teams in each group, this darker color advance to the upper bracket, bottom 4 teams advance to the lower bracket, but all teams will be going on to the main event. And group stage is still very, very important. If you end up top of your group, you get to pick from the third or fourth seed from the opposite group. So group 1 winner will pick one of these 2, group B winner will pick one of these 2, and then the second place team will take whatever's left. And a similar story for the bottom bracket. 5th place team will pick in between the 7th and 8th place team, and this one will pick in between this 7th and 8th place team. Again, these will all be best of 2. The only best of 1s that are going to be happening is actually during the first day of the main event, and these all will be best of 1. Everything else will be best of 3, aside from the grand final, which will be a best of 5. So it's a double elimination format, very similar to TI3. Upper bracket, lower bracket. If you're down here, 1 loss of a series and you are out of the tournament. And this will be spread over 6 days, so not nearly as jam-packed as TI3, and I will color code these so you can see what's going on each day. So there's going to be a good mix of upper and lower bracket matches for each of these days, aside from day 4, which will only be losers bracket matches. Day 1, you have your A and B and your 4 best of ones. 2 finishes up the first round of the winners bracket, as well as the top part of the losers bracket. Day 3 is the upper bracket semifinals, as well as these 2 lower bracket matches. Day 4 is these 3 best of 3s, as well as the all-star match. Day 5 is the winners bracket finals, as well as these 2 lower bracket matches. And then day 6, you have 2 matches, 1 best of 3 from the lower bracket and 1 best of 5. So this should be significantly improved from TI4 for several reasons. Firstly, I think the all-star match being 2 days away from the main event is a good thing, because I like having like all the matches the day before. I think it generates a lot more hype going into the grand finals, and you know who one of the teams going to the grand finals is just 1 day before the event, and then the other one you'll find out right before the grand final. So I think that leads to a much more exciting conclusion of an event. But I think the TI3 format was met with resounding success. I'm actually surprised that they switched it up a lot for TI4, but going back to basics, what worked out really well, again, just spread out over a few more days, so nothing is as jam-packed. So I'll give you a rundown of the teams, what I think about each of them, and who are going to be favorites in a later episode. But for now, please subscribe at youtube.com/Merlini Dota. And if you missed the announcement and you want to check out everything yourself, just go to dota2.com/international/overview. It will have everything on here, and you can watch the games itself on here, where I will be on the analyst desk, and many other excellent people will be here to bring you live coverage of the event. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon.